Welcome to Great Loop Lifestyles. This is the Kingston, New York edition, and I'm Kim Rousseau with America's Great Loop Cruisers Association. Kingston was actually the very first capital of the state of New York. It was named such in 1777, and later that same year was burned by the British during the Revolutionary War. Kingston also has a very rich maritime tradition, and we actually tied up at the dock at the Hudson River Maritime Museum. We enjoyed staying there. The dock was very close to everything there is to see and do in Kingston, so it was a great place to tie up and very reasonably priced. You can see that we have the Hudson River Maritime Museum marked both as a marina and as an attraction, and whether you're tied up there or not, you should definitely take the time to tour the museum. Lots of really good exhibits in there about the history of ships on the Hudson River. You can see a lot of them there. Lots about shipbuilding, things about the lighthouses in the area, and even exhibits about climate change and its impact on the region. There's also a lot of information there on industry, and you can see that bricks and manufacturing bricks were one of the big industries here in this part of the Hudson River. There's also, in a separate building, a wooden shipbuilding classroom almost, where they teach how to build wooden ships. So something you don't see every day. Also, right in that area of town is the Trolley Museum of New York. So you can see the different trolleys. We even were able to see one that was in motion going from the boat building school at the Maritime Museum on over to the Trolley Museum. And obviously, we even got to hear the whistle on the trolley. So that was just something different. There were school groups actually touring both the Trolley Museum and the Hudson River Maritime Museum while we were visiting. So that was kind of neat to see. And they were looking for some volunteers to drive those trolleys. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely check out that part of town. Moving on to dining, the Old Savannah Southern Table and Bar is also right by this part of town, and that's a view of it there from the water. Very short walk from the Maritime Museum, whether you're tied up there or just visiting. And one of the nice things about Savannah's is that they had a free appetizer, one free appetizer per person during their happy hour. So definitely worth experiencing that, and the ones we had were very good. There were 4 of us, and everybody had a different one and enjoyed those. Next is Savannah's. That is where we had dinner. It was a great Italian restaurant. I had a few different apps. Michael had some lasagna, huge portions. And it was right in this part of town where there's lots of shops and some restaurants on this nice street. The other thing that you're definitely going to want to check out on this street in particular is the coffee and donut shop. It is called Half Moon Rondout Cafe Coffee and Donuts. They actually make the donuts fresh when you order them. It only takes a few minutes, but they are phenomenal, and the coffee was really good too. We actually had a few different things from there, and nothing disappointed. This is kind of the front area where there's lots of shopping, gazebo there, and a lot of those buildings you see also house quaint little shops and restaurants. And this is, of course, just a few steps from where you can tie up in town. So just really a lovely little town, lots of history. Again, I like to walk when we arrive somewhere and kind of see what's what and what there is to do, and really enjoyed my trip through Kingston. Lots of hills, so if you're looking for some good exercise walking, it's a great place to do it. So Kingston is not a huge town. Probably 1 or 2 nights on the Great Loop is a good amount of time to spend in Kingston, but it is a great little town along the way to visit. Next up, we will head to Shady Harbor Marina in New Baltimore, New York. So we will look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks for watching.